All right, so we are going to start creating an app from the scratch, not exactly from the scratch, because we are going to use the Stacked CLI. That will make things much cleaner, easier, which generates a lot of boilerplate code for the locator, router, etc., and a lot of views, view models, and a lot of code. So let us not waste much of time and start creating an app using the stacked CLI. So the command we are going to run is stacked create app. Now, one thing which I wanted to share here is, if you do not have the stacked CLI installed on your machine, what you can do is run a command .pub global activate stacked CLI. Let me repeat the command. The command is .pub global activate stacked _CLI. So when you run this command, the stacked CLI will be installed on your machine, and once you are done with that, you can run this command stack create app rock paper scissors. Yes, this is the app we are going to create. Press enter. So this command will generate this similar output on your machine. Once this command is completed, you will have a project ready. See, all the code has been generated by stack CLI command. Let me open this code. Let me open this code here. This is the lib folder. Okay, so let us open this project into Android Studio. Let's change this to project 2. We'll expand this and the lib folder, the lib UI, the app. This is all the code that was created by the stacked CLI command. So all the boilerplate code required for a stacked app is already there. What we can do is now right away jump into it and write the code for our rock paper scissors app. As you can see, open the main file main.dart, and the startup view folder and the startup view route is already defined. So which means that when I launch this app on an emulator or a device, this view is going to get loaded along with its view model, and in the view model the startup logic is already there. Wait for 3 seconds and then replace this view with the home view, and this is our home view. let me start an emulator. Emulator is going to start in a few seconds. My emulator is ready. Now I'm going to change the device selection to Pixel 9 emulator, and then I'm going to run this in debug mode. Has been built, installed, and now it is going to be launched very soon. Meanwhile, we can start creating a game service using the stacked CLI command. Stacked create service game. It will create a new service file into UI services folder, and it will also register this service in the stacked app annotation here in the app.dart. Has been created. Game service file is already there, and you can see game service is there, and game service is registered as lazy singleton, and very soon other generated code will be here. Once this command completes, we'll start writing the code. I think we can start with the game service. Meanwhile, the command will complete its job. It should not be any problem to start writing code right now. The game service file is already present. So our game logic will be present in the game service file, game service class. So at any point of time, for a rock paper scissors app, there will be 3 moves available. We'll create an enum for the 3 type of moves: rock, paper, scissors. And apart from that, we need a random move generator. So I'll create a random object. So for this random object, we need to import this dart.math library. And once this random move generator is there, so what we have to do is, meanwhile the command has already completed, so we are good to go. And I will create a random move here. What is the random move? So random move will be from the values, move values, and using the random object dot next int, and from the next, and for next int the max will be move dot values dot length. This, yes. So that's it. So this is our random move. I'll just resize this window and this one, also this one a bit. Now next function I need here is the compare function. So I'll compare the user move and I'll compare the user move with the app move. Based on this, if let us first handle the tie move. If user move is equal to app move, zero. This is our tie move. So the game is tie because both the moves are the same. Then we will create a map for the wins. So this will be a map where we define that a rock move wins from scissors move. And scissors move will be winner if the other move is the paper move, and paper move wins the rock move. So these are the basic rules of the rock paper scissors game. Now, based on these rules, let us return if the user move for a particular user move, if it is equal to the app move, the map value of this user move is equal to the app move. What does this mean? Like, let us say user move is rock and the map value for rock move is scissors and the app move is scissors, right? This means that the user wins. So user wins, else app wins. Oh, I'm sorry. This has to be a double equal to here. Right. So you got the basic logic, right? So if the map value of user move is, let's say the user move is scissors, the map value is paper. If the app move is paper, that means this user wins, right? If it is scissors, user move is scissors, but the app move is rock, right? So what does it mean? These are not equal. Value of scissors map is paper, it is not rock. So if app move is rock, that means we'll get -1, which means the app wins, user loses, right? So this is the compare function. And let us say I need one more function here, that I think it should be the label, because I want to display the label of particular move. So if move dot name first character, I'm just capitalizing the first character and the rest of the name using the substring from the second character onwards. It's just simple, just trying to capitalize the first character because all my rock paper scissors are small case. I just needed a label and to display. So this is my game service, and let us say that I also want an image equivalent of the move. So I need another function for that. So let us say I have app move. I have a move. I want to return the asset for a particular move in the string form from my assets folder. So let's say switch the move variable, I'm sorry, is move dot rock, and then we return something. I'll return a path. Let's say when I have paper, and I'll return some other path. Okay, and then I have move dot scissors. I'll return scissors image as a path over here. Right now, let us create an assets folder. In fact, I want to create separate assets for both user moves and app moves. And to copy images into this folder. So these are my images copied to my assets folder. What I'm going to do is I need separate functions for both user move asset as well as app move asset. For the user move asset, I need this hand paper, hand rock, hand scissors paths. But before that, I'm going to add this assets path to my PubStack YAML. Sorry. Yes. After this, I'm going to just pub.pubget the dependencies, run the Flutter pubget command to resolve the dependencies, and it is done. So close this PubStack YAML and this is the user move asset. So I'm going to use the hand underscore rock dot jpg file. Same thing I'm going to copy to my paper and the scissors. And similar thing we are going to do for the app move asset. Computer dot rock dot png dot png paper dot png. These are my functions which I need for my game service. I think my game service is all set. Now I'm going to move to create my UI. So I'm going to remove all the existing UI which you are getting here on the screen. Let's go to the views, home view model. We are going to remove the counter and this implement counter function, and also we are going to remove this show dialog, show bottom sheet. We don't need this. And in the view we are going to need this scaffold is okay, safe area padding is okay, center, and I think this column is okay. I don't need the column children. I'll create new set of children here. Center I think I can remove, switch it, that's it. Now all set. I'm going to save my changes. The changes will be reflected on later. Changes are not reflected. Try to save again. Performing hot redo. Yes, the changes are there. So I've got a blank UI. Let us start with an app bar here. I need to see a title of the game. Rock, paper, scissors. Save my work. And the title is there, rock, paper, scissors, right? Now let us create a label on top, right? So, as you can see, this is a stacked view based on the home view model. Okay, first I'm going to remove this text. I'm going to create a new game service from the locator and import this game service.dart file, and let me create the moves. So let us have a user move. Let's have a user move, and let us have an app move, and let us have a result variable, right? And based on these, let us have a get for the user move, which this get variable I'll be using on the UI, and this underscore variables I'll be modifying in the view model. Right now it is a very simple get function, although in other cases I can do something like changing this variable to something, or checking this. If it is null, I can return some other value. like this. But here what I'm going to do is it's a simple get function for the same get variable, for the same variable that we are going to modify in the view model. So another get function for app move, and get for the result. Right. Then now what I am going to do is create a select function. Yes, we need a select function. Before that, because the motive is to show what we can do based on the view and view model, how these things work. Motive is to show you how these stacked framework works. I'll just create a simple function here. Let's say string label, it will be the game service dot label. This, yes. And another thing which I need is will be a status text, like based on my current move, or whether I have selected a move or not, what I should display to the user. So basically, let us have a status text. So string, so get function, basically status text. So this was a very simple get, and here we are going to add some conditions, like if the result is equal to 0, which means it's a tie. Here I have to add an escape character. It's a tie. If result is 1, return you win. Remember, from the game service, if it is a 1, that means the user wins. Otherwise, the app wins. And there's one more thing that we have to add here. If result is null, because as you can see, it is a nullable object. By default, the first thing we'll see is a null result. If result is null, we'll say make your move, because that means user has to make a move. And the last thing is this is our status text. Now let me show you how I can display the status text on top. So here I'll create a text, and based on this view model, home view model is available to me in the builder function. I'm going to call ViewModel.status text. Save my work, performing hot reload, and you can see this make your move. It's a very small little text right now. Let me make it up something bigger. What I can do is let me first thing is that I can either give it a fixed font size, or maybe I can add some styling based on the theme, the context from the build context here, and based on this let us select the text theme and text theme dot headline small, maybe. Let me check. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But rock, paper, scissors and make your move are almost very much close to each other. So I'll add just some vertical space of medium size. Oh no. So, okay. This is a column, and what I have to do is remove these two from here. Yes. Right. Make your move. Now, let us add another vertical space, small here maybe, and then I can add a row where so basically I want to display two images in a row. On the left side it will be the app, on the right side it will be the user image. So based on the move selected by user and the random move selected by the app. So let us first, before that, I think what I should create is a card or a similar kind of UI to display the image. So let us not write everything here. Let me create another widget, so I'll be able to show you how we create a widget in Stacked CLI. Stacked, create widget, and choice card. Yeah, yes, I think this is fine. And I run this command, created file, created file, running dot format, formatted, running dot format. So I can see there is, yeah, widgets, common, choice card. So this choice card widget is available. So this much boilerplate code is already there. Along with the choice card, along with every view, you always get a view model. Whether you use it or not, it's your choice based on your code, your logic. For this purpose, for this very example, I'm not going to use a view model for the choice card. I'll just be using the view, right? So let me here it's const size shrink. No, I want a card UI to be displayed. And since I am changing the code while the command is executing, so these alerts are coming, so we'll keep memory changes, right? And yeah, okay, sorry, I think let us wait for some time, let the command finish. Okay, the command has finished. Now before I start writing my UI, let me show you. I think what I need is to display, one thing is to display the image and a title to that image. So in the choice card, I need two parameters, string. One thing is title and the other thing is path. So I want title to be required and I want auth also to be required. Now when I create a card, I'm going to suppress the elevation and I need a child of type sized box because I'm going to give the exact size of width and height. Width can be around 140 pixels, height can be of around, let's say, 160 maybe, and need a column into this, and column has children, and children of one is of type text because I need to display the title. Of style, then I think we'll use the same theme of context, text theme dot title will be displayed as title medium, let us say, and then we'll have some spacing, vertical space small. So guys, I can also use size box with some height, but since we are using the stacked framework, and when you create an app with stacked create app command, so you see this code is already there. These UI helpers, go to that file, these UI helpers, strings, colors are already there, so it is always wise to use these into your code. So okay, back to here. Sorry, I want to go to the choice card. Okay, vertical space small, and then I want to display the image here. So here I'm going to create image.asset and I'm going to pass this asset path variable parameter to this. Right. I think my card, choice card view is ready, is done. I don't think I have to make any more changes to this. So this is it. Yes, let's go back to the home view. So here I'm going to add choice card one for the app move. And there, let us say I have to get a function there. One was in the game service, I think. Yes, user move asset. So I'm going to get that function here. Move, get user move asset, and from the game service we get the user move asset based on the move we need. So let me get here move. So that's it. Or what I can do is I can directly send remove here. To be not null, right? Same thing I'm going to repeat for app. Asset, app move asset, app move, which is not null. Okay. And here add one empty image to this assets folder. So what we are going to do is, because initially both the moves are going to be null, so this will fail, and what we have to do is, if user move is equal to null, then we return empty image. empty image is basically empty path, assets, image, assets, images slash empty dot jpeg. And in case user move is not null, then this is going to work. The same scenario we are going to repeat here. If app move is equal to null, then we are going to return this empty image path, else we are going to return app move asset from the app move. Right. This is it. And now let us get back to asset path. Will be app move, it will be the app move asset, and let us add some spacing between the two cards. It will be horizontal space small, and user move will have the user move path, move asset. Right. Okay. So let us save my code and have hit an error, which is very good. Let me check the error. Unable to load asset, assets, images, empty image, exception, asset not found. Assets, images, empty.jpeg. Okay, asset is very much there, but yeah, we added the asset while the app was running, which means it is still not there for this app. I have to restart the app. Okay. So guys, this is not a pre-prepared tutorial. We are coding as we are coding live. So yes. So whatever errors we see, it is good for us. We'll be able to troubleshoot, and in the process we'll learn how to make things work. Okay, so there is another error. What it says is no file or variants found for assets. Okay, let me go to the pubspec YAML. Yes, we have declared assets. All right. No file or variant, I think. So we have to add slash at the end of both these paths, so that pub/spec YAML treats them as folders, not files. Again, we run flutter pub/get. Dependencies. Right. I again run the app in debug mode on my emulator, and let us see what changes do we get on the screen. Collapse this. So this is the home view. So you should get a row with two choice cards with a space in between. First the app move and secondly the user move with their corresponding image files. But initially there are no image files, so both the image files should display empty image. So this is what we are going to get. That brings us to our new function that is required. So our initial images will be displayed for the corresponding moves, both the user and the app. Both the moves will be null in the beginning, and empty images will be displayed. But what we need is an option to select an image. So basically I need to select a move. So when a user clicks on this move, I have to set the value to the user move. App move variable will be set to the game service random move. User will select his own move, and when a user selects his move, the app will select a random move. And then we have the result variable set using the game service dot compare both the moves, the user move and user move and the app move. Both of them should be not null, and then I think, yeah, that's it. We'll rebuild the UI. This is our select move function. Another function which I need is the reset function. Reset function, I don't need any parameters. I will just simply reset everything to null. That's it. And again, rebuild UI. So these are the two functions that we need. So as you can see, my app has loaded and the empty image below the title is being displayed. Now I need 3 buttons which will help the users select the move. So okay, and I will add some spacing to the home view, the row. Below that I will add some, after the row I will add some spacing, and I will then again what I can do is I can just create a button, and a button with, I need 3 buttons. So let me create 3 buttons. I will be using, let's say, filled button, and the child will be a text child which will say rock paper scissors, and the on pressed will call yes, it will call the select function. So ViewModel dot select, ViewModel dot select, we will call using the enum value of rock. Okay, sorry, I need to I need to import the enum from the game service. This again, ViewModel dot select move dot paper, and here I'm going to create select for scissors. That's it. Let me save my work, and the hot reload runs. I got 3 buttons. I can use another row widget here. Let me see if I can copy all these, create a row, and then children. Yeah, yes. So right, and it looks good, but I think if I can change the alignment with the main axis alignment to space between, or maybe space evenly, and yeah, this works fine. Rock paper scissors, 3 buttons. Now let me click on one of the buttons, rock. It's a tie. The image is loads, image takes time to load, but the result was already there. Paper, again paper is also a tie. Again I click on the paper. Now the app wins. The app shows scissors. I'm still showing paper. If I click scissors, User is showing scissors, app is showing rock, app wins. I click on rock, it's a tie. I click on rock again, app wins. I click on rock again, still app wins. I click on paper, it's a tie. On paper again, app shows scissors, user shows hand, paper, so app wins. So guys, if you have noticed a yellow bordered line, this means that our view is not being rendered correctly. So there is some problem with the render flex overflowed by 14 pixels on the bottom, which means maybe I'm not using enough height here. I can set it to 180 and the yellow line goes for the app, but for this user image it's still there, but it is, I think it will not be there for, yeah, for rock image it is not there. So what can we do now? So let us now do something for these yellow black lines. I will be adding this image asset file into image asset widget into a sized box, and let's say I create a width of 140, height of 180. Oh, sorry, it should be smaller than what we selected here because this box includes the title as well. Let us say I'm using the same width, but the height should be 120, suppose. And then I also want to add fit, box fit to contain within these limits, within this image box. Hot reload, and then yeah, this is fine. This looks good. I select scissors. See, pins. So this is my rock paper scissors app. You can make some changes to it, like let's say if I want to display, I'm going to make some change to the select function. Let me show you what the set busy function does. So I'm going to set busy to true before calling this function. User move will be selected and app move will be a random move, and for that let me add some timer to it. Let's say dot delayed, and then I add a duration of seconds 1. just add 1 second delay. Now as you can see, this is marked as a red underline. Why? Because the await expression can only be used in an async function. Add async modifier. So we can, if we add async modifier to this function, it will work, right? Now set busy true. After this, I'll change this rebuild UI to set busy false. This set busy function calls the set busy for object. It again, after it has updated this busy state, it again calls notify listeners. So if you are calling set busy, you don't need to call rebuild UI. All right. So let us as you can see, there was no change visible. Why? Because we are actually not doing anything in case of set busy true and false. So what I can do is let's say if I create another in this choice card, let me add another parameter is busy. Final bool is busy. So right, let us keep it this, and this dot is busy. Now whenever this is busy, is null, we'll treat it as false. So if it is true, we'll return circular progress indicator, and when it is not busy, it will display the image, right? Now let me save my code. The hot reload will work. And now when I click on scissors, so I'm only passing is busy to this choice card. So only this is showing the progress indicator. In fact, I want to pass this progress indicator to user move. Sorry, yeah, that was correct. I wanted to pass it to app move. But again, one more thing I have to change is, let us wrap it in with center widget, right? No, center is not working. Let's do expanded. Yes. Now what are we going to do is go to the home view model. Set busy is true, right? But I'm going to call the set busy after the user move has been displayed. When I click on that, user move will be displayed, set busy will be true, the app will take 2 seconds, and then a random move will be generated and the result will be displayed. So I select scissors, app is thinking, app also brings scissors. Scissors, app move is paper, so I win. Paper, again user wins. So that's it. We built a compact rock paper scissors app using Stacked. We used a game service for logic, a home view model for state, and the home view to display it reactively. We also created a choice card widget, and our app is now all set. If you like this, subscribe and share this video, and let me know in comments